This is Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Crust out your eyes.
On Shade 45.
Sway in the morning, short Shade 45, man. Hey, have to be.
Talk to me, homie.
Man, every time we talk, man, I talk to this man. It's like I'm talking to family right here. It's like a family reunion, HB. You know, this my cousin right here, really, to tell you the truth. We've been stumping in this game, living parallel lives for years now, for decades, man. I've been inspired by what he's done for the city of Oakland,
Right.
what he's done for the rap game, what he's done for the psyche of artists. You know, this dude gave a lot of people a lot of inspiration because what they wanted to do, a lot of folks didn't want them to do. So, and you needed those folks to get it done when you talk about being an artist and putting music out and getting into this rap game. But when we were younger, man, they wouldn't let us in the rap game. So we had to break down the doors and do it ourselves.
No doubt.
And a lot of us learned the blueprint. You know, when you see, I say this when I see them every time, when you see a lot of dudes like Chance the Rapper, when you see a lot of dudes like Dub, when you see a lot of dudes like Tech-9, who went on to have a lot of success being independent, a lot of them got that inspiration from this man who's with us today, celebrating how many? 3 decades in the game now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 decades in the game, and he's still on top of it, still going strong. You know, I don't know how much a feature from him costs, but, man, don't come with less than 6 figures. I said I'm his new manager. The one and only Too Short is here, ladies.
What's
up? What up, Short? How you been, man?
I've been doing this. It's been some decades, man. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been doing you since the beginning.
Since the day one, yeah. We've been doing,
For real.
Day one, right?
Yeah, we probably didn't even have driver's license back then.
Yeah, right. We didn't, because the first time I actually ever saw Short, you ain't gonna know this, man. You ain't gonna remember it, man. I think it was before they called it International Boulevard, Foothill. What was it?
E14.
East 14. East 14 was on East 14. And I saw you on the back of a bus, and you was you had a boom box, you know, a radio, and you was playing your music on the back of a bus.
Wow.
Yeah, they call it. It's like branding and marketing now, but
That's
I was just on the bus with a radio back then.
Yeah,
just,
right.
You know, just getting fat. Had a little Sharpie, leave my name, play my song, and jump off the bus. You know.
Yeah, and how much like music would you sell just doing that?
Man, when I think back on those years, that would have been like the early '80s.
Yeah.
Before I even got in the studio, before I ever made a record, and I was just it was me and Freddie B, man, and we were just like trying not to have minimum wage jobs or trying not to be drug dealers. We just wanted to have pocket change and get some jeans and shoes. So when I think back, it's hard to put a number on it, but we sold thousands of tapes, and those thousands of tapes got duplicated thousands of times.
Yeah, right.
So it was just like the final, like, you know, the final just big bang of that whole era was 1985 when they let me open up for UTFO when Roxanne was hot. Yeah, we did the Henry J. Kaiser, which was the Oakland Auditorium, and I think it held like about 5,000. 5,000. And
people.
it was packed. And I came out there, no records, no nothing, just came out there Too Short, and everybody knew the words, and it was like, you know, that was all those tapes and all that hustling and all those early '80s, just.
That's crazy. I was at that concert.
Damn.
Short was bigger than the headliners in Oakland. That's what the crazy part was. They didn't understand that, right?
I got off stage and everybody kept saying, how the fuck does everybody know the words to your songs?
Yeah, right.
Like who are you? Like, man, I don't even know how they know. I'm just doing it.
Nah, but really, I mean, you got to get credit where credit is due, man. You kind of laid the groundwork, the blueprint for how record companies eventually adapted that whole like that street promotions and you know, you fast forward to the 90s, everybody start understanding you got to do it like that. But here's the irony, Short. In 2015, it's kind of back to that now, right?
The internet made it happen again, so it's like the doors open back up to where, you know, you can go out and make that quick 100,000 or something if you just get a few clicks, a few downloads, you know, the legal way, iTunes or whatever. But man, I'm telling you, just like you said a minute ago, there was no option. Yeah. The only option was either you're gonna do it yourself or you're never gonna be famous. Just do house parties or something. So basically, I came across 75 Girls Records. Yeah. And that was my man Dean Hodges, which he was just pretty much sucking up the game from some older like players that have been around, and you know, just trying to figure out how to get to the distributor and how to get to the, you know, the manufacturer and studio and, you know, the whole process. And I was just 18, 19 years old, just hanging out looking at everything.
Yeah.
And when it came time, I knew everywhere to go. I knew how to book the studio sessions. I knew how to get the songs mixed down. I knew where to go get them manufactured. I knew where to take them to get distributed. I knew how to go back and pick up the check. I knew which record store said bring them direct. I just knew it. And then what I did for the Bay is everybody who stepped up to the plate, I taught them the game.
Yeah.
I said, go to this dude, go to that dude, go to that dude. Then and then everybody just started working the routine. And it was like, people would tell me indirectly, like, I didn't get the game from you, but the dude you gave it to me.
Yeah, right.
So that's how it went.
You put the Bay on the map with that, and one of the things you always did too is, and we see you doing it now. You always embrace, like, at one point you were the only generation, it felt like, but then when the younger dudes start coming in, you always embraced everybody too.
Yeah, because I feel like it's two sides of that. If you want longevity, you can't just do what you did from day one. You gotta like evolve. So my evolution has always been like listening to the younger ears and listening to the younger opinions, and then at the same time give them an opportunity to like jump in the game too, or get on the song with me or whatever. Like I used to let when I was making all those platinum albums, I would tell all the homies, I like, somebody write me a song. If you write me a song, you make 10 grand right off the rip, like and checks come later on. So I used to just spread the love a little bit. That's all.
That's all you did, man.
And I swear to God, when you help people years later, that the favor returned is always it's always good, man. You never know.
Blessings come right back, and sometimes in tenfold. Like you do something and somebody remind you about it. That's facts what he's saying. That's crazy.
Too Short is here, man. If you want to talk with him, 888-742-3345. Give us a call now. Now, what's going on with you now, Short? Are we allowed to talk about that thing we was talking about? Or you want to talk about?
Oh no, everything's on the table with me,
good.
Man.
Okay, so we saw you on TMZ, right?
Get to it.
Spread running like Carl Lewis.
And that's it's one of those things, man. It's like a Too Short record. It kind of, even though that was 3 years ago, you kind of like feel like, I just saw it yesterday.
But we never saw you run like that. Like you was running.
Too Short's greatest hits, man.
You was running. You had perfect form, man. You was out of there, man. The police was chasing you. You was like, man, I'm out of here.
I went platinum on the run, and then in the long run, I was going to court handling my business. It was gonna be a don't do it again situation, and I missed turning in some paperwork, man. And I went to court one day. They said, you know what? Let's just hold on to him for a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I never spent 2 nights in jail in my life, not in a row.
Yeah.
Not in a row. A lot of one-nighters, but never 2.
How long did they end up giving you? How much time?
Like 90 days, man. I'm sitting there talking to my brother on the phone going, man, I'm 49, man. I'm not supposed to be going to jail for the first time, man. It's like something you're supposed to do when you're young and dumb, man. So we could call it whatever you want, man, but I just feel like in my career, I've been like fortunate enough to come up in an era that wasn't so social media and all eyes on you. So a lot of us older artists, we did a lot of stupid stuff, and we could have been blasted on social media so many times in our young careers, but we didn't have that environment. But it still caught up with me later on, though.
It still caught up with you. So what was it like being in jail? I mean, was people coming up to you spitting raps, or what were they,
Everything you could think of, man. Everything you could think of. For real. My only experience I'm walking away with is you really don't want to go to jail because it's the worst food you're ever going to eat in your life. That's the only thing I can say. Like, I could deal with the bars. I just could not deal with the food, man. I'm like, I've been eating too good too long, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not up in there like broke and starving or nothing, but even the money can't buy you food.
Yeah, so you can't buy you good food, right?
Exactly.
Where were you at? Where did they put you?
L.A. County, man. I was actually was in a cell next to Chris Brown's cell. That was a big deal for them.
Damn.
Like, we had Chris Brown right next to you.
And they were bragging about, like, you should feel honored that you was next to Chris Brown's cell.
Like when I said, hey Chris, I was almost your next door neighbor. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I talked to Chris. He said they would play his These Girls Ain't Loyal. They would play his songs while he was in jail.
Yeah, they did me like that a couple times.
Did they blow the whistle?
They put Getting It.
Getting it? You should be getting it.
Should be getting out.
While you were in jail.
Yeah, and they called me by my last name the whole time I was there, except for the day I got out. They was like, Too Short, you free to go.
Wow, man.
I was like, oh, for real, I'm too short now?
Man, so did you? Were you disappointed in yourself that you had to be there, or you just felt like this is just, man, this is just another chapter in life?
I felt like I was missing out on money sitting up in there, and I felt like I need to do something that's gonna replace that money. So I sat in there and I couldn't even get an ink pen. I got stacks of pencils and I wrote. I wrote till I couldn't write anymore, man. And when I read it back, I actually wrote a book. So,
wow.
Damn.
So you know, I remember one guy, this dude walked by. He walked by me one day. He said, "Every time I walk by here, you just writing, man." I was like, "Well, I'm not writing about this jail experience. I'm writing about my life."
Right.
But it came out pretty good though, man. So expect a couple of books from me in the future because I've always been wanting to find the time to just sit down and hit the computer and write. But you know, I had to be forced to do it. So
that's great, man. So what about music? Did you write any music?
I actually went to write a song, and I swear, man, I had no music to go on. I really just, a lot of dudes always tell me how much they wrote in jail, and I was just like, it didn't come to me like that.
Yeah.
So I sat there and the pencil wouldn't stop, but it was just writing these stories that I wanted to get off my chest, and I kind of, you know, I wrote a pretty good story, man.
Okay, when can we get it, yo? So I mean, I want to read. I probably know a lot of them.
There's a book that goes with the album I'm getting ready to drop. I really wasn't getting ready to do a new album too. I was kind of like drifting away and just, you know, doing the guest appearances and shows and stuff and kind of like, you know, getting off into some other business stuff. But my man, Mr. Fab from Oakland, was he just kept saying, "Man, you've been 30 years in the game, 30 years. You gotta like do something, like hey, make it out, do something." I was like, "Fab, I'm not really into it," and he just pushed me until I finally just start recording. I was like, "All right, man, we're gonna make another album." And then I ended up making like 40 songs. And the album is how it's called 3 Decades of Game.
Okay.
And I got a book to go with that. So it's a book of like handwritten lyrics and a few stories and some pictures and stuff. Like not pictures that you would find on the internet, like the pictures that came from my cameras and my personal photos. So it's like a little personal little scrapbook. And then after that, I'm gonna follow with the real book.
3 Decades of Game. When you gonna drop it?
That should be like same time as the album, probably be top of the year.
Top of the year.
Get a single before the end of the year.
Sure, man. When you do that, man, can you come up back on the show? And man, I'd love to have you perform a couple of the songs off the album if that's cool, man.
It's all good, man. And we got some nice little lineup on there too. Some T.I., some Jeremiah, French Montana, 2 Chainz, Snoop Dogg, E40. It's, you know, it's on there.
Man, Too Short, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take at least one call. I know we got to go, but man, I got it. There's too many people calling, man. So I got to take at least one of these dudes. Hold up. Let me see. We go, man, everybody in Cali, man. All right. Okay, cool. We got Amp from Cali on the line. What up, Amp?
Amp.
What's up, Shay 45 Show? What's up, bro?
What's up with it?
Nah, man, I just want a little bit of insight, you feel me, on some upcoming artists. You feel me? Just a little bit of game. Not to get played by, like, cats that's been in the game for a while. You know what I'm saying? What would I do?
What you mean? You trying to get some names of who's the hottest new artist?
Yeah, I know. As far as, like, if I want to come out with some of my shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not to get played by some of the cats that's been in the game for a while, you know?
How not to get played when you come out with your music?
Yeah,
like getting played out. Like, he don't want to get ripped off, robbed, whatever. He trying to put his own music out. He wants some advice on how to do that without getting ripped off, you know, from some of these snake niggas.
You know what I tell folks now, man? The you can't even, like, see it like that, man. Like, because a lot of people are sitting there holding on to this music, and they won't let it go because they're like, I don't want nobody to steal my music. But it's some cats winning right now just giving away music. If you know, you just give it away, and the fame is going to make you money, man. So I would say if you feel like you're a really good artist that makes really good songs, you shouldn't have to hold on to that one hot song because you're going to make a million more. So give it to the people, man. Put it out there. Put it on the internet for free. Put it on the internet for money. Like, just put it out there. See where it goes. You got to see, man.
All right.
All
right, man.
Where can I follow you at, bro?
What'd you say?
Social media. You want to follow
everything is Too Short on me. TOOSHORT. I got all of it locked down.
All right, and Low B is from the 918. Where's the 918 at, Low B?
918, Tulsa, Oklahoma. You heard me?
That's what's up.
Midwest, pimping.
Okay, pimping.
Yeah, what's up, man? It's short, man. I'm telling you, nigga, I got my first pussy listening to Freaky Tales, man. We need to get another Freaky Tales. We need a Freaky Tales 5 or something.
I heard that, man.
That's real shit.
Sure can't even answer that. Just laughing
at that one. All right, man. Hey, man, I want to thank you for coming through. Sure, we about to get off this air, man, but. Man, this dude is a national treasure, man, and I can't even express it enough. Being from Oakland, like how Short inspired, and like he said, we known each other since day one. even if we didn't know each other personally, we see each other moving, doing, and maneuvering, and doing all the different things we done and coming together, and we done a lot of different things together, man. Which
I know
is crazy.
we sat down and chopped it up on the air and off the air dozens of times. Like through the whole time.
Through the whole time, man.
I remember you moved to New York. I mean, I was coming out there Jive Records, and every album I got to come this way, you know. So that's how it goes. So when I drop this album, ain't gonna be no different. I'm coming to New York.
Yeah, it is, man.
And I'm coming to whether it's a TV show, the radio show, whatever show, whatever you got, bro.
Let's get it off, man. That's too short,
That's
man.
love.
It's a legend, HB.
I know it.
You know,
Yeah.
And that makes, I'm right there with him. All right.
You're a legend too, Sway.
Thank you, Tracy. All right, hey, check it. We want to thank all our guests today. Travis Barker for coming by.
Right.
Day Storm for coming by. Alfonso McCulley for coming by. J305, Audio Push. Man, Dub came in here and killed it. We want to thank everybody from our SiriusXM LA offices for making things possible. Yinka on the videography. Of course, Nikki G, who runs our social media. We also want to thank Orlando back at home in New York.
There you go.
DB, Eon. Who else is there? Who else
That's
is there?
That's
it. Okay. We gotta give it up for Kelly Kincaid for booking the whole week
Kelly!
on her own. She did all this on her own.
Wow.
So Kelly Kincaid, producing extraordinaire. Reggie Hawkins from Hip Hop Nation and
Black
SiriusXM for being out here as well. Of course, my partner in crime, my partner's Tracy G. How can they reach you?
Citizens, hit me on Twitter, Instagram, @it's Tracy G, ITS, ACYG. I love ya. Also, follow me on Snapchat. It's Tracy G Snaps.
Heather B.
Hit me up at the Happy Hour, WHB, Instagram, and Twitter. Citizens, I'm dropping a new drink video today. Make sure you go to the Happy Hour with HeatherB.com to get that new video. Swag, y'all.
You need to get short on your show, man. When you're doing the Happy Hour at WHB.
Oh, I could whip him. You know how many drinks I could title after the name of his songs? Freaky Tales. You know what I'll put in that shit? What?
All right. Did I say DJ Charlie White?
Nah, you ain't saying. You gotta say thank him. Woo!
Man, thank you, man, for being with us this week, man. You did a great job, bro. Hey, people can reach you where?
At DJ Charlie White on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Y'all hit him up. And then also,
thanks for having me, though.
No problem, man. Hit up Terrence J, man. Tell him you want to see me get a rematch. I'm going to go back to his house, play him in basketball. And he won a game and then ran off and then want to play no more. We don't do that, man. You got to double up. So hit him on Twitter. Afion came by. All the guests that came by the show this week. We pre-gaming for the VMAs, which is Sunday. Watch me host a pre-show 7 p.m. Sunday night. I'm at Real Sway on Twitter, Instagram, and Sway Calloway on Facebook and Snapchat. And until next time, we have DJ Wonder, man.
Wonder.
DJ Wonder.
Oh, so much magic in that man.
All right, till next time, we have nothing left to say.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.